Did I ever tell you about Ahsoka Tano? She was your father's exotic teenage alien apprentice, a fine piece of jailbait from a more civilized age. She had the tightest body and the perkiest little breasts in the galaxy, barely legal in most systems.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that?
Hey everyone, it's Pearlescent Toys, back in today's video with another Star Wars The Black Series action figure review. Today we're looking at Ahsoka Tano in her Padawan look. One of my most anticipated figures of this line for this year. I'm so happy to finally have my hands on it. Here's that side art. Ahsoka Tano, a young Togruta, was the Padawan learner to Anakin Skywalker and a hero of the Clone Wars. Created by Dave Filoni and George Lucas, Ahsoka Tano would make her debut in the Star Wars universe in Star Wars The Clone Wars back in 2008 and would almost immediately be hated by everyone on the planet. Yes, Ahsoka Tano, one of the most beloved characters in Star Wars nowadays, was at one point one of the most hated and vilified characters simply because she was, quote-unquote, annoying. Her being annoying was on purpose, though, as it would show later on in the seasons how much she has grown, her maturity, and all of that, just making her an even more relatable character than she already was. Now, me personally, I was never on the Ahsoka hate train. I was too young to know what good writing and bad writing was. I was always more of a Ahsoka fan, to be honest. Seeing a young character that I could relate to felt good, and having that in 6-inch form is just wonderful. First off, with this figure, these lightsabers, I love how vibrant they are, making the green lightsabers nowadays in the Black Series. Green is my preferred lightsaber color, and due to characters like Luke Skywalker, Ahsoka here, Yoda, Qui-Gon, it's just always been my favorite color for lightsabers. It just looks so good. And taking a look at both of them right here, they are using that same mold as we saw with the Clone Wars. Actually, I think I have them off to the side right here. Yes, I do. Very wonderful. Oh my god, they're almost the same. I think they even yeah, so this one has that red dot right there. This one doesn't. They are a little bit different in the paint, but you can see they're essentially the same lightsabers here. This is from the season 7 Ahsoka look from the Siege of Mandalore. And yeah, now looking at the head sculpt itself, and it is a almost perfect translation from that animated series look to live action, or what it would look like in live action. Now, unfortunately, we have gotten an actress to play Padawan Ahsoka, in the Ahsoka series. We had one in that show. So maybe we'll get something like that further down the line, just so it can match up with other figures. But yeah, for right now, this looks perfect to me. And of course, look at that little Jedi bead right there. Very cool. And the anatomy is very cool too. You can see her shoulder blades, and then going down some musculature. Musculature is this sounds so weird. If the opening skit wasn't sus enough, this is just pushing it over the edge. I'm not even gonna go near that. I'm not trying to get on a list. Yeah, going down the arms, and you get even more detail. This is painted, sculpted up. It's not painted on the arm. Very nice. And the little gauntlets right here. Would have liked some silver paint or something to differentiate. Just a little bit of paint on the gauntlets right there, just to make it stand out a little bit more. There's that pattern right here. And yeah, there's little cuts in the skirts on both sides, so she can kick out to the side, giving her some more range. And you get those diamond cuts in the pants right there, showing off more skin. Pause. Hold on. Wait, hear me out. And the boots pretty much nail what I wanted in those gauntlets. Those golden buckles right there look very nice. They stand out a lot, compared to the mostly maroon color of the boots. For accessories, Ahsoka only comes with her 2 lightsabers, and you are able to take those blades out and plug them in to the holes right there on the belt. Going over articulation, and the head is able to move up this much, go down not at all. There's a tiny bit of pivot and side-to-side movement. Obviously, her head being inhibited by that Leku piece. And her arm is able to move up this much, go back that far, and this forward with the butterfly shoulder joint is able to go all the way around. And there's a single jointed elbow bending at about 90 degrees and is also able to rotate. And her wrist is able to move up and down all the way around. Same with the other hand. Now she has a diaphragm joint in line. We're going to move this far back, this far forward, and she has some side-to-side movement and is able to twist all the way around. Her leg is able to kick out this far, go out to the side this much, go back a tiny bit. There's like a little bit of rotation up there because it's on the ball joint. She gets a single jointed knee, allowing her to move a little further than 90 degrees. Rotation right there. And her foot is able to move this far down. Ooh, this far up. And Ergorpif. And now time for some size comparisons. Here she is next to Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker from the Clone Wars. Captain Rex. A Phase 1 Clone Trooper and a B-1 Battle Droid. Commander Appo and Plo Koon. Asajj Ventress and Aurra Sing. And then here we have her next to Season 7 Ahsoka. Rebels Ahsoka. The Mandalorian Ahsoka. And finally the Marvel Legends Spider-Ham. Overall thoughts, and really the only negative critique that I can make for this figure is that I just wish there was more articulation or that it had a better range. But really, other than that, like that's really the only criticism that I could have about this figure. Like the sculpt is phenomenal and it truly invokes that Ahsoka look that we all know and love. But yeah, with that, I think I'm going to give this figure a final rating of 9 out of 10. Yeah, it's nearly perfect in every single way, just missing just a few things. But yeah, a 9 out of 10. But yeah, that'll do for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. Anything you can do to support the channel will be greatly appreciated. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye.